Let me ask you something real. How much of your mental energy is being wasted on things you cannot change? Other people's opinions, past mistakes, future fears, things you cannot control, outcomes you cannot predict, situations you cannot fix, and expectations you cannot meet. Most people live their entire lives mentally exhausted not because life is hard, but because they are fighting battles that were never meant to be fought. Stoicism is not about being cold, heartless, or emotionless. It is about freedom. Freedom from mental chaos. Freedom from emotional slavery. Freedom from unnecessary suffering. Freedom from living as a prisoner of circumstances. And these are not motivational quotes or feel-good ideas. These are 7 real Stoic rules for life that, if practiced, will change the way you think, the way you react, and the way you move through the world. Rule 1 is control what you can and release what you can't. This is the foundation of Stoic philosophy and the root of inner peace. Most people are stressed because they are trying to control things that were never theirs to control. Other people's actions, their opinions, their loyalty, their mindset, the past, the future, timing, luck, and outcomes. You don't control these things and never will. But you do control your discipline, your mindset, your effort, your response, your behavior, your values, your standards, your consistency, and your character. When you shift your focus from what is outside you to what is inside you, life becomes lighter. You stop carrying unnecessary weight. You stop mentally fighting the world. You stop resisting reality. You start working with reality. Peace begins when you accept that your responsibility is your effort, not the outcome. Your job is to show up, to do your best, to act with integrity, to stay disciplined, and to stay consistent. The rest is not yours to carry. Rule 2 is stop needing validation. The need for approval makes people weak, anxious, and easily controlled. When your self-worth depends on likes, praise, attention, or acceptance, you give other people power over your emotions. You start living for perception instead of purpose. You start performing instead of becoming. You start choosing comfort instead of growth. Stoicism teaches inner independence. It teaches that your value does not come from being seen, approved, or understood. Not everyone will support your journey. Not everyone will understand your discipline. Not everyone will respect your silence. Not everyone will believe in your vision. And that is not your problem. Your job is not to impress people. Your job is to become who you are supposed to be. Real confidence is quiet. Real growth is silent. Real discipline doesn't need an audience. When you stop chasing validation, you gain freedom. When you stop needing approval, you gain power. Rule 3 is detach from outcomes and commit fully to effort. This rule changes everything. You are not entitled to results. You are entitled to effort. You don't control success, but you control preparation. You don't control timing, but you control consistency. You don't control outcomes, but you control discipline. Attachment to outcomes creates fear, anxiety, and pressure. It makes people desperate. It makes people impatient. It makes people quit too early or chase shortcuts. Stoicism teaches you to focus on the process, not the prize. To work without obsession. To strive without desperation. To build without anxiety. To try without fear of failure. When you detach from outcomes, fear loses its grip on you. You stop being afraid of losing. You stop being afraid of failing. You stop being afraid of trying. You become calm, focused, and consistent because your identity is no longer tied to results, but to effort and discipline. Rule 4 is learn to live with discomfort. Your comfort zone is your prison. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. Silence is uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Being alone is uncomfortable. Improvement is uncomfortable. But regret is also uncomfortable. Being stuck is uncomfortable. Being broke is uncomfortable. Being undisciplined is uncomfortable. Being lost is uncomfortable. Being unfulfilled is uncomfortable. So the question is not whether you will suffer. The question is how you will suffer. Stoicism teaches endurance, mental toughness, emotional resilience, the ability to feel discomfort and not escape it, the ability to feel fear and still move forward, the ability to feel pain and not quit, the ability to feel doubt and remain consistent. Strong people are not those who avoid discomfort. They are those who can sit in it without breaking. Your future is shaped by your tolerance for discomfort. Comfort creates weakness. Challenge creates strength. Rule 5 is don't let emotions control your actions. Emotions are natural, but they are not leaders. Anger makes people destroy things they need. Fear makes people avoid opportunities. Sadness makes people isolate when they need connection. Ego makes people react instead of think. Stoicism does not teach emotional suppression. It teaches emotional discipline. Feel what you feel, but don't let feelings drive your decisions. Process emotions, don't obey them. Think before you react. Pause before you respond. Logic must lead, not impulse. Discipline is choosing long-term stability over short-term relief. Wisdom is choosing peace over pride. Strength is choosing control over chaos. When emotions control you, life becomes unstable. When you control your emotions, life becomes steady. Rule 6 is build an inner world that cannot be touched. If your peace depends on people, money, status, attention, success, or circumstances, you will always be vulnerable. Stoicism teaches inner independence. It teaches you to build a mind that no situation can destroy, a mind that understands loss without collapsing, a mind that handles failure without quitting, a mind that faces chaos without panic, a mind that stays calm in pressure, a mind that remains stable in uncertainty. When your peace comes from within, nothing outside can shake you. Chaos becomes noise. Criticism becomes irrelevant. Loss becomes a lesson. Failure becomes feedback. Silence becomes peace. Stillness becomes power. Calm becomes your strength. Rule 7 is live like time is limited, because it is. You don't have unlimited days. You don't have infinite chances. You don't get endless opportunities. Every wasted day is gone forever. Every ignored moment is lost forever. Stoicism teaches awareness of mortality, not to create fear, but to create purpose. Not panic, but urgency. Not anxiety, but clarity. When you understand that time is limited, you stop procrastinating. You stop tolerating nonsense. You stop wasting energy. You stop living for someday. You stop delaying your growth. You stop postponing your purpose. You start choosing intentionally. You start protecting your time. You start valuing your energy. You start living deliberately instead of drifting. You stop surviving and start building meaning. Stoicism does not promise an easy life. It promises a strong mind. It does not remove problems. It removes weakness. It does not change the world. It changes how you face the world. You will still struggle. You will still fail. You will still suffer. You will still fall. But you will not break. Because strength is not the absence of pain. It is the ability to endure it without losing yourself. Control what you can. Release what you can't. Detach from outcomes. Master your emotions. Accept discomfort. Build inner peace. Value your time. And you won't just survive life. You will master it.